Morena. It's Monday morning, 6:26. It's a lot later than I'm used to getting up. I've been up since, I don't know, 6ish. I actually woke up around, I'm not sure, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2:30, had to go to the toilet, and then kind of woke up around 3:30, 4, and then my alarm started going off, and I just started snoozing them because I was kind of still quite tired from last night. But go for a walk, did my push-ups, did 44 this time, 15 proper ones, but I did like 8, and then I stopped because I started like slipping. So now what I'm noticing is my what would I call it, my balance or my form has kind of being the limiting factor now. Not so much the strength, it's probably the core that's letting me down now. But the I guess it means that the arm strength, shoulder strength, chest strength, whatever you want to call it, is now able to support my body weight. Now it's just a matter of slipping on the carpet when I get to like 8 or something. So I'd be interested to see what it's like on a hard surface where there is no chance of slipping. How many I can do then. So I could have done 50, but I just decided to stop at 44 just so I can get to 100 a bit easier. I'll just do like a 30, and then what'll be left, 26 or something. Yeah, so I've got 56 left basically. I can either do that in 3 lots or 2, or like 28 28 or 16 20 20. Yeah, whatever combination. Basically most of it's, a big chunk of the 100 is done, which is kind of nice. Makes it way more achievable when you've got the rest of the day to basically do the remaining 56. Kind of missed, I actually set up a plan for today. I blocked out my calendar back to front from 4:30 to like 5:30 was kind of the target wake up time. And then what do I have? Walk, journal, read. So right now it's read time, which means it's 6:30. I just got a calendar notification, so I'll have to do a little bit of that. And then I think after read it was read to 7, and then 7 to 8 is breakfast, and then drop her off. And then after that I'll get home and review the plan for the day. But anyway, I'm gonna start Darren Daily, get that teed up. That wasn't actually part of the calendar, so I'll get that teed up, and then yeah, hopefully when I get home I can quickly I say quickly get that done, and then show you the rest of the plan for today. Sweet, see you later, see you in a bit. Yo, so it's 6:45. I'm just gonna quickly show you my calendar for today. yeah, so wake up was 4:30 to 5:30, morning walk, journal, read book now, and then breakfast, and then drop missus off, then a lake chat, and then I've got a coaching call with Dr. Bex and debrief. That's just like for me to rest and take notes. And then I've blocked out 90 minutes for Ali Abdal's challenge, and then I'll have lunch around 12:30, and then I've got another call with a lady from LinkedIn, Scarlett, and then a debrief, and then I blocked out 90 minutes for either passion.io or Jumpstart, and then a rest block for half an hour, and then pick up my fiance, have dinner, do another 90-minute block, and then start winding down from 7, devices off, journal, read, and sleep from 9. So that's today's plan. Let's see if we do it or not. Yo, it is 9:21. I'm just preparing to get into this coaching call with this incredible woman. Her name's Dr. Bex. Really looking forward to chatting with her. She's got a really cool brand. I might actually show you. This is her website. So she's like a mindset coach. Yeah, I think she's been following me. So I did a video and she put a heart on it, and then I was like, oh, curious about what she does, and I was trying to remember who followed who, and then I clicked on her website from her LinkedIn profile, and then that's how I ended up there. And yeah, I was just really like drawn to her content, and then I kind of just felt compelled to reach out and book a chat immediately. So I think I got an hour or something, yeah, 60 minutes using this, and it was like, I think I did this yesterday or the day before, and the earliest I could pick was the Monday, so Monday at 9:30. So yeah, looking forward to talking to her. I put a bunch of information in the booking invite, so I don't know if I have that available. I'll just have a look. Yeah, actually, there's all my stuff that I wrote. So looking forward to chatting with her. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, as you are. Before you speak to somebody you haven't spoken to for the first time, but she's got like such a good energy. I've watched some of her videos, I've read some of her story, and it's quite inspiring. So yeah, if you're interested in having a chat with somebody, maybe she's the person for you. One of the things that I will be talking to her about is getting into coaching myself, as somebody who's kind of been, I want to say, interested in the coaching space for, I don't know, man, 5, 6, 7 years. Like before I did Toastmasters, probably for like at least 10 years, coaching has been on my mind. I've been in the personal development space for 7+ years, probably longer, maybe a decade. Been, serious about growth and development, and I guess coaching is a natural part of that. And then coaching is very similar to like mentorship, and I've been a massive mentorship advocate. In Toastmasters, I was a big mentor advocate. I care about people, I care about helping people improve, and coaching just seems like a real natural space for me to be in, because I love connecting with people and I love helping people, and I genuinely want to be a good force for the world. And part of my 10-year goal is to become a Māori superhero, and a big part of that is inspiring people to become their best self, to become their own superhero. And, maybe coaching is a big component of that. I'm not quite sure. I have some ideas of, if I did get into coaching, what would it look like. I also had a reading the other day, and she kind of said to me, there might be another approach. Like, she kind of talked about more hands-on. She kind of talked me away from coaching, because I think she thought of coaching as just like digitally on the screen, phone calls, Zoom. It's like, to me, the kind of coaching that I would want to do is like in person, hands-on, culturally centered, maybe in a marae, maybe in a sacred place. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So that'll kind of be part of the discussion with Dr. Bex. And then also, like, one of the things she said, like, what would make this valuable, what would make this session worthwhile? I just said to her, to be honest, I just want to make friends. Like, I just want to get to know you. I think you're a cool person. And if we have to talk about stuff, fine. But I just want some friends. And that, for some reason, her messaging, her narrative, her brand, like, it spoke to me. So that's really why I'm reaching out. Part of it, yes, coaching. I am interested in coaching, but when I get attracted to people, I want to try and jump at the opportunity. Take the opportunity, I should say. Seize the moment. So, yeah, I'm going to have a quick rest. Catch my breath, because I'm a little bit anxious now, and I will talk to her very soon. See you in an hour. Wow, that was a lot. It was also incredibly, what's the word? Gratifying, humbling, reaffirming, reassuring, all of the above. The basic message, she's a special, amazing human being, beautiful woman in every sense of the word. She basically said to me, like, Nathan, you're already a coach. You're already coaching people. You're already the thing. There's like 2% friction of you giving yourself permission to do the thing, because she said what you do is you naturally coach. That's why it's probably hard for you to consider monetizing it, to do these things, because that's just like a part of who you are. And when she said to me, I feel like I've been coached by you, I said to her, that's funny, because it reminds me when I was getting therapy from a community stroke therapist. She would come, I think she spent like 4 weeks with me. She would come every week, and she would try to give me therapy. And after every session, I kid you not, she would say things like, wow, I feel like I've just gotten so much wisdom and so much value out of this, and you're already doing the things that you need to be doing, and you should literally consider becoming a therapist, or you should get in the space, and here's a person you can talk to. And she said to me, Dr. Beck, she said, well, the universe is going to keep giving you the signal that this is the work that you need to be doing. You're already doing it. So she said to me, what's your next move? And then I said, start. And she said, okay, start what? And I said, start the coaching business. And she said, your number one homework is to ask yourself, who is your dream client? And this is spooky, because literally yesterday, I wrote down who my dream client is. And it's a person. And it's a very specific person. It's a person that I wanted to help, that I reached out to before, and I've been thinking about, because they're quite a, what's the word, an influence on the community, a big influence on the community, and I think, I know that I could help them with their with one of their challenges. I don't want to say too much yet, because yeah, I wanna try and be what's the word, strategic, delicate about how I navigate this. But I literally already have a dream client in mind. And then more broadly speaking, I kind of already had an answer. She said, well, who do you want to help? And, you know, I've already said it in my link. Yo, just heading into next one. Whānau, do I have some news for you? Man, I almost forgot to do a video. What a day of blessings. Oh, wait, what's going on with my screen? Check this out. Oh, it's because this is the only downside of this projector. It's quite wobbly. See, I have to adjust. It's quite finicky. You've got to adjust the what do you call it? The zoom, the lens. Also, there's a bit of sunlight, so it's kind of hard to see. But this is what I've been up to for a bit. Anyway, so what I was saying is I've had 2 amazing phone calls, Zoom calls, sorry, online calls. One was Zoom, one was Google Meet. Yeah, I can't really say too much just yet, but I think I might have work. So the second call, I wasn't really prepared what it was going to be about exactly, so we kind of just dove straight in, and sort of halfway towards the end, I started getting a sense that it was like a pitch to me of an opportunity, and I was like, oh shit, this is like an interview. But it wasn't like an interview, it was just a corridor, like literally. And then she's like, so how does that sound to you? And I'm like, sounds great. I was just kind of hoping to chat. But there's a lot, like, I wish I could tell you the conversation, but there's a lot of things that she's working on in her business that she wants to do, that is like stuff that I've already done in my last job, in my last role. And she was talking about like building this thing and this and that, and I'm like, holy crap, that sounds exactly what I did, but it's just way more important. Like, it's not some corporate, you know, org structure. Like, this has some real mana to it. And yeah, I'd rather just kind of wait until it's kind of like official. But yeah, we were both very excited. The amount of coincidences is frankly quite scary. Like, the people that I've met recently, the things that we've talked about, this conversation today, like, I was just saying to him, like, I did not plan this at all. I did not plan, I met somebody recently that she knows, and, he's a very prominent man, Māori man in the tech space, and she knows him, and the work he's doing is relating to the work that she's doing. And things are starting to fall into place. Like the guy that I met last week, he launched an app today, Te Rapa or Ancestors or something like that. He's a Cook Island man. He's designed this app to record knowledge. He called it knowledge preservers and knowledge holders. So the concept was that imagine if you could record a conversation with your whānau and then it would be stored, online forever. And he wishes that he had this when his mother was still around. And then when I was talking to her, we were talking about something else, and I'm like, well, if you combine that with what you're talking about and with my vision and with all these other things, we have some, I can't tell you, but we have something freaking amazing. If we do what we think we're going to do, and if it works how we think it'll work, it could change the world. And that is terrifying and exciting and terrifying. And she's like, so what do you think? And I'm like, she's like, oh, what's your rate? And I'm like, I don't care about money. Like, I'll do it for free. Because the cause is so powerful. And to just have my name attached to this mahi is enough. It aligns with the vision that I want and the person that I want to become. And then I said, I'll do it for free. She goes, well, what about an ownership model where she goes, well, if you're not worried about the money side, then what about the ownership model where we could co-own this? We build this together, and then we can sell it as a digital product. And then I'm like, equity, ownership. This is exactly what we need for our people. So, yeah. Exciting times, whānau. Very exciting times. I also recently had this man that I met last week. He said to me, imagine, because he fully believes in me. Like he said, I love the mission, fully believe that you'll become a billionaire because of, all of the stuff. And then he said, imagine if we could listen back to this conversation that we just had, and then we can remember, oh, that was the the big idea that he had, and it started here on this day. Like, remember this conversation, remember this video. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of something potentially beautiful. But at the same time, it's very easy to get swept up in the vision. Like, the key is, this is kind of the theme of today. Like, it's important to have a vision, but to not get caught up in the details. It's important to think of a vision, to think of a goal as a compass heading. Like, go that way. And how you get there is less important. Just go that way. Like, what's the vision? The vision is to be, I don't know, fit. Okay, be a bit more specific. The vision is to be 100 kilos. Okay, go that way. Don't worry about how you get there. Don't worry about how long it takes. Go there, and as long as you have all of your heart and focus and energy, and you do it every day, and you do it little by little, eventually you'll get there. That I believe that. I firmly believe that. So I guess that's the goal. It's like, we all have like different collective visions. And I said to her, I think the truth is, like, all of the ingredients exist, all of the puzzle pieces, and she's a master puzzler. That's her LinkedIn headline. All of the puzzle pieces are out there in the world. We just have to find them, and we have to put them together. The technology exists, the platforms exist, the people exist. The people with the skills exist. And she said to me in her message, because I messaged her a while ago, and she said to me, she goes, wow, you have a melting pot? Let me see if I can find it. She said something about, where is it? Looks like you've got a melting pot of skills we could use right now while we're smashing our growth targets and building our infrastructure to support our next iteration. Reach out or book a call if keen to kōrero. Yeah, so I did, but I kind of forgot that part. I just wanted to talk to her. Just wanted to make some more friends. But yeah, I might have work. I just need to send my availability. She's like, when can you start? I'm like, now. Seriously. She's like, when can you start? And I said something. I was saying something from the heart, and she's like, okay, enough, Nathan, enough. I'm sold. Just when can you start? And I'm like, what? She's like, no, when can you start? I'm like, now. I'm not doing anything. I basically just said to her, like, I don't care about the money. I genuinely don't care about the money. I'm not here to make, I'm not here to make a dollar. I'm not here for any nefarious intentions. I don't have any hidden motives. Like, I just want to make the world a better place. And what you're doing aligns with that. A lot of the conversation that we had, there was so much resonance. There was so much, like, we were on the same frequency, if you understand what I mean. Like, there was so much in line with each other. We might have different ways of getting there, but I think we have a shared goal. And that shared goal is that the answer is Indigenous. The answer is in the marae. The answer is in our culture. That's all I say for now. Talk to you later. Yo, just going for an evening walk at the lake. Let's do a quick recap of the day. Yeah, pretty much abandoned this, to be honest. We had dinner pretty late. I didn't do the mission. I just did socials, catching up, and then we actually went for a walk. So this whole evening was a fail. Didn't journal, haven't read, and I'm not asleep. So probably go to sleep around 10. Yeah. Anyway, I am gonna sign off, and I'll see you tomorrow.